Yeah, Project Express Jeremiah 23 in hoods. Yeah, as you can see, I'm over here in the hood. I'm over here in Mack Road. Let me say this, man. I'm gonna say this, and I really mean this. You guys, man, listen to me and listen up. The real haters are in the media, that the MSNBC and CNN, they're not exposing it. The killers, the villains, gon' feel us, right? They are the Glenn Becks. They are the Michael Savages, Michael Mevich. They're the ones that's guilty of the insurrection, but they'll never, ever, CNN or MSNBC show you they clips. Like Glenn Beck today showed the kids with Black Lives Matter shirts, right? Now, my nephew's facing life for this hood right here. All the dope, all the poison, all the stuff they let come through here. And we got bodies dropping over here. Black Lives Matter, and that's a real deal to God. Now, I don't know where these barbarians come from, but I know this, Black Lives Matter, whether you like it or not. And the bottom line, bro, all that Glenn Beck, all that Michael Savage and all that Michael Mevich that's saying that, and using Glenn Beck today during the inauguration, use black kids with Black Lives Matter shirt on, and talking about they're pushing an education bill that's communism and they're gonna take over our kids and we better, creating a fear-mongering, using our black children on Black History Month. And I got the Christians, half of them with that group, associated with the right, talking about, hey man, what about that? Man, what about all that hate speech undercover? That I'm very delirious about what I see. Because I don't see MSNBC and CNN exposing the real killers. I see now Trump as a scapegoat. And they turned on him. Once they raided the Capitol, they disrespected him, threw him away and ate him like cheese. Fed us the cheese and think we stupid enough to eat the cheese with the trap in it. No, it ain't a Trump thing. It's been a hate thing behind scenes on talk radio, on talk TV. That's where the real hate been perpetrated. That's where the insurrection really started. It is the radio talk, far right wing, think they manifest destiny, Christian, save the world, people and all the people beneath them. Them barbarians. You know why? Because that mentality exalts itself against the knowledge of God. And the knowledge of God says, I created all men equal. Now y'all say individual and justice for all. Well, where's our land? Why we got all this in our hood like we got it now? Why I got bodies in my hood? And it don't matter? You gonna diss us on Black History Month? Really? Far right? Glenn Beck. You'll never hear about, but go look at his clips while that inauguration came. Man, these people playing us. If CNN and NBC don't show what Glenn Beck did today, using our kids so he can exploit them and push his hate agenda that Martin Luther King was a communist and they're trying to take over our country and get our kids and show them black faces. Bro, if y'all don't get off that, if y'all don't deal with that bandana, y'all is responsible for this cover-up. Trump is not the scapegoat to us. We know that the radio talk shows and news stations are the real perpetrators of hate. Y'all ain't got enough? You don't want to share? You greedy before God? You think you're chosen of God? Really? Well, Jesus broke bread. And you ain't wanting to break none. Now the lies is going to come off on layers. You ain't going to be able to hide no more your hate. It's going to manifest. You think this is funny? All this black blood running down here in these streets? I'm in Sacktown, Mack Road, and Central Parkway. You think that's funny? You think God don't hear the cries of these mothers? By 3 black women, Black Lives Matters? Do you understand how when you diss that and use our children and exploit that and mock it as a communist movement? Do you understand? And mock King doing Black history? Do you understand that the real killers is on them hidden radio talk shows and they are perpetrating hate as we speak? But I dare you to move this time, because that was Korah. Those are the fake ones. They ain't representing Christ. The ones on the other side are them black Hebrews. You don't like it? So what? I said it. And those are with Moses, Christ. Now touch them. I'm glad they got the office. I'm glad they dissed y'all. You know what? When I heard that, bro, I hollered treason. Some of them had no problem with Trump. But the real problem's in the background. What you're saying is, we've got to conserve because our kids gonna die, because now the blacks are rising up. You don't want to share anything. You're not manifest destiny. You doo-doo, you pee-pee, your flesh stink like everybody else. Individually, but all men created equal. That's behind the scenes. CNN, NBC, if you don't show Glenn Beck and what he did today, you're covering something, and you want us to look at Trump as a scapegoat. Are you a with the Civil War? Fox News, why won't you ever bring out your big guns? And when they come out, why they conservative? Why don't they really show what really going on? All that hate speech in the background is going on right now as I speak. It ain't about no president. It's about takeover. And the takeover is not for no black people. The takeover is for the rich, wealthy, to conserve that wealth. And if black lives don't matter, I mean, the blood don't talk to God from the ground. They labored your fields and mowed your fields for 234 years. And the thanks they get is that the black people are trying to take over your country and they don't even barely own an acre of land, really? See, these are the lies God's snatching the cover off of. And he gonna show the fake, and the fake one's gonna be on the ground like Korah, and the real Hebrews gonna be standing up like Moses. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta get real, man. You're gonna destroy this country. You see how they turned on Trump? Your hate will destroy your country. And don't say the black people did it. You did it. Because you sold it, hid it, covered it up before the Lord, and he required it at your hand to do justly. You love violence, and you love greed and covetousness and privilege and advantage over doing what's just and what's right. You can demonize us all you want to. But when I saw that, I saw the real right. Now I can understand why you lost the doggone election. It ain't Trump's fault. It's the killers in the background's fault. It's the news media, Mack, Glenn Beck, Michael Savage. How come we don't see them on NBC? They still are stirring up an insurrection. You ain't gonna see them on there, brother. It's a whole different clique. If they really for us in Black Lives Matter. Told you don't trust the media. Put your trust in the Lord. Trust no man. It can become a curse. And if you trust Christ, then Christ will be formed in us. And we can do this thing for ourselves as a people. Other than that, bro, broken promises, dangling the carrot, and talking crap, and behind the scenes allowing racism in the news media to continue to go, brother, that's a fake system. And it's already got judgment on it. Project Restoration, Jeremiah 23 and Hoods. This is a marathon. This is why we gon' run.